Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Roswell, New Mexico, Season 2, Episode 9, The Diner. Why is it called The Diner? Who knows? Is it about the crash down? I'm very excited to watch Roswell as always. I love this show. My friend Sarah has been teasing me all morning, being like, I can't wait for you to watch it. Now I'm going to die. Let's go.
You've been lying to me all this time.
They deserve to know whatever you know. You know that.
Mistress, okay, look, beer's on us as long as you're talking. To alien
Liz.
community. Hypothesis.
You should try and... I just know it would be so impossible for her to go back to doing science without all the knowledge she has now, but she should. This is a weird place to have your make-out sessions. Alex, my love, I'm stressed. I don't know why I'm stressed. Oh, someone's been here. His dad? Oh, of course his dad said he'd been here. Oh my goodness, what's happening and where are we?
Sheriff.
Oh, has he been dumped somewhere?
Where's Charlie Cameron? She was just here. We were just talking.
Stand up, Evans.
What's happened? Has he been framed for something?
Coke closet girl, right?
Liz.
Burger is the least I could do.
I still don't like Steph. But I love how happy Liz is for Kyle.
We also share a sister. Yeah, my mom has compared our DNA.
You did?
We met.
Do you have...
Liz, stop interrupting the date. Eat some of those curly fries.
If you were the one who died, I would have fought like hell to save you too. Your love life, on the other hand, tell Steph what you know.
I hate that I can't help her.
You should tell Steph what you know,
I
or
hate
say that
she's
you know
lying.
something's
I
up and
hate
get
that
her
I
to
like her
tell
anyway.
you.
She's a feisty Latina. You clearly have a type. Vaccine. This
The burgers are burning.
First thing you wanted to know was the worst thing I ever did.
Liz,
I'm guessing
sweetheart.
that ended badly.
Oh, he's the love of her life.
Oh, she is taking that straw.
Attracted to red flags? What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Okay.
I would
was a
like
high school dick.
He really was.
And the guy I treated the... You were a bully?
I mean, she seems real
I've
Republican, so
evolved since high
yes.
school.
Perfect for each other.
I tried looking for you at the hospital. And I found you on an operating table.
That was a routine procedure.
All right, stop. I know you're dying.
It's none of your business.
Oh, he did need to tell her.
We just kissed a few times. That doesn't give you unfettered access to my medical records.
That's why he should have
Did you
asked
know
her in
that
the
I was
first
sick
place.
before you kissed?
Are they going to end up using the universal alien cure on Steph?
Look, apply it to saving lives. I mean, isn't that blood on my hands?
Do you even hear yourself?
Liz.
Come back to Earth, Liz. If
You
you go
need to.
public with research based on alien DNA, it would risk exposing the aliens.
I would never let that happen.
But that's
Me
what
neither,
would
because you risk
happen.
exposing Rosa. We're closed.
Max is in serious trouble.
The
Do
diner.
you want to tell Liz how you royally boned us, Kyle? Or should I?
Oh god, is this... I mean, I don't know if it's his mum. I don't know what Kyle did, but what is happening? Okay, so we're back in time.
Smokes.
How are you even still
You shouldn't be talking about this in public.
Good G spring. It was quiet until
Oh,
the night
Michael.
Who's that?
Oh gosh, Isabel too.
Bronze. We became a family.
They did.
No big bad villains coming for you. Nor you got a knack for
Someone
engineering.
is coming for them.
I protect the weeds because only the weeds can protect the child.
Oh. Is it Max is the chosen one? Is that why?
Let's
Or...
come to the
Please, Miss Laura.
You're dramatizing.
damn noses.
Yeah, the fair was a bad call.
Tomorrow we raid the long farm. This time we show no mercy.
Did
No
he
one
not
fools a
warn
man's
them?
man twice.
Ugh.
I wanted to leave right away.
Oh, he did tell them, thank goodness.
Beg for one
Oh.
more night as a family.
It's my mother's story too. I want to know how she died.
Yeah. What's on that paper?
X marks the spotlight.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's what happened to his eye. Oh.
Nora built an escape hatch.
X marks the spot. Oh god.
I got out, but it was those bastards I shot. Everyone who wasn't wearing a military uniform.
We didn't know Nora was alive all those years.
But I had
Oh, what's on the
unfinished
paper?
Nora stuck this in my pocket.
Wow.
Is it to where the children were?
It led me to where they hid you in your freaky eggs.
Oh.
My mom sacrificed herself for Max.
That's what it seems like.
He's the freaking savior.
Come on, Michael.
But it saved the other children as well. Universe tilting in Max's direction again.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's
Oh, he doesn't want to tell him right now because he's upset. Oh. Oh god, I don't like we're back in time with Alex as well. Oh god, I don't trust this.
The hospital? Dad, there is more evidence that you have a heart in this old box than I've seen in 28 years.
Well, I believe in raising boys to be men. And men don't cry in front of their sons. I never told you about Trip.
Some men become emotionally stunted.
I don't know if there's anything else.
Arturo, baby, Arturo.
I'm investing in the American dream, Arturo.
So he's only racist towards aliens.
They're only a problem if they come for what's ours.
Hey, ready to lay off that, Sarge.
Let him drink himself to death. Doesn't deserve your
Figure out what I was
concern.
dealing with for a minute. I am not going to sit here and watch you drink yourself into another coma.
Leave him to it.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Push him off a cliff. Oh. Did he call Alex to talk to? Oh.
You asked me to.
Oh, my heart.
No happy childhood includes being abandoned at age 7, naked and mute in the desert.
Those records are sealed.
June 14,
Oh,
1997.
goodness.
I was a deputy when I responded to the call. I
Oh,
was
wow.
obsessed with your case. Perhaps that's true for Isabel.
Oh, God.
I checked on you at the group home. You were screaming and scribbling on the walls. Michael tried to settle you down.
Oh, my God. So Max was the one drawing on the walls initially. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
That was the day the Eversons adopted you.
My parents left Michael in that group home because he was disturbed.
Oh,
They
it
thought he
was
needed to
Max.
focus on him.
Michael took that crayon from you before
Oh my
Andy
God,
walked in.
the
He
what
was
universe
afraid of you.
No, you were
tilting
I am
towards
giving you the
Max
facts,
at all
unpleasant
times.
as
Oh,
they may be.
God.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, no.
Facts.
Because Max is going to blame
grasping
himself
at
for all the
straws.
years of abuse
Caleb
Michael
and me
endured,
were missing for
even though
weeks.
it's not his
Cam's
fault.
sister is in danger, right?
Oh, you bent a spoon.
Do you see what I mean about snapping?
Oh, God. So he was the one drawing on the
You're the
walls and they blamed
consequence.
Michael.
Your passport has never been locked crossing into Mexico.
So then he just said, oh, I just told my siblings I went to Mexico. Really, I went to Florida. I don't know.
To remain silent,
Isabel,
anything you
help.
say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to image
Oh, genuinely, like, I don't want, I mean, it would have been just as bad if Max had been raised in all those horrible
It's all about
homes,
the
but it makes me
headboard,
so
really.
sad.
Because any decent restraints are going to turn cute furniture into Swedish song. Oh my God, Max? What's going on? Well, I just got a late night urge to support my.
But we know,
local
of course, that
women's
Max was
group,
chained up and that
but this is a
Max
shocking
showing rage, he
twist.
did have abuse. Oop.
You don't want to do this.
Is she going to be resistant?
Isabel, is.
I'm a fainter.
She's a fainter.
She's a fainter.
Closed.
Max is in serious trouble.
I'm enjoying
You
the
wanna tell Liz
setup
how
of this
you
episode.
royally boned us,
I
Kyle?
don't think it's Kyle's fault.
Or should I get into her mind?
Oh, she's shielded. Has he shielded her?
You stole the yellow pollen from the lab.
Yes.
That's where it
Put it
went.
in perfume.
Thinks that Max killed Noah.
Max did kill Noah. She's not wrong.
Yeah, but
And I
not.
won't let you violate her mind to make her think that she is.
But it's not like.
But there's another solution. All right? Just stay here. The both of you. I'll
It's
handle it.
messed up, because I agree, violent people's minds is very wrong, but if you can kind of do it in a
I
nice,
don't
sweet way.
resent Max
Oh.
for getting
This story wrong. My dad said an alien seduced Trip into trusting her so that she could exact revenge. He once said that you were doing the same thing to me, but he was wrong. I know that you loved me.
Still does.
So
That's
maybe
what
he's
he
lying about
called
Trip.
you, my sweetheart.
Maybe the entire time Trip and Nora, they were on the same side.
Ooh.
They had a real connection.
We don't move on the farm until
Also,
after the
Trip
farm.
didn't really want to.
Plans. Or, she just a wounded deer.
So Trip wasn't as evil as you
Don't
thought.
underestimate me, Harlan.
You have to understand. They're just people, sir.
Tripp didn't do it.
Think of the child.
Tripp wasn't a bad person. Oh. So did their mum get away?
Main's man, Harlan. I'll prove myself.
God, if one mains man wasn't supremely evil, that's good news for Alex. Oh. Oh.
You'll have your father later, boys.
So she got away. Okay, no, she didn't.
What if Tripp knew that Nora...
What's the matter? Everybody's dead.
Oh.
We'll never know the truth.
Oh. Michael, you called Alex because you wanted to talk to him.
She deserves some truth. Maybe not.
Maybe she
all of it,
does.
Please don't tell me you're tangled up in all of this.
He's very tangled.
but listen to him.
Oh.
I wanted to look forward. And
That's a good answer. They should look up his medical records
force
next.
good in this community.
Everything he said is the truth. You're a good cop.
It is the truth, so he's not lying to his mum.
Maybe tonight. Just be a good person.
Are off, my friend, and I'm only turning them back on if your day is worse than ours.
I'm not here for fries.
Ooh, X marks the spot. Ooh. It'd be crazy to find something like that in a place you'd lived all your life.
That's
her mom.
That's her. That's my mom.
She lived to be an old lady.
Beautiful she is. She's older. She survived the raid.
Was she the old lady on the reservation? There was that lady on the reservation that healed people or something.
He wasn't hunting them. He was trying to help them.
Oh my god.
I know where we need to go next.
Oh god. Is he bucking Alex? Oh. There was a lady on the reservation that was an alien. That was Louise. Oh god, he doesn't need it. I knew he couldn't trust his weak old man act. Oh god. Alex thinks he's weak. I'm stressed.
I also know that he violated my sister for 10 years. He manipulated her, he abused her. He made her do things she would never do.
She's getting the truth.
A bolt of lightning killed my brother-in-law, and he deserved it. There are people in this county who deserve the protection of honest police officers like you.
No, it's not
He wasn't one of them.
Nope.
When I said 6 o'clock, I figured I'd see you around noon.
I've stolen 3,400 and $72 worth of copper wire from you over the last 13 years.
He knows.
If I start keeping real hours and you garnish 25% of my weekly paycheck, I'll have...
I am blind, kid.
Oh.
I'm not stupid.
He knew and he wanted to pay
I
him
didn't
back.
need the damn wire. I came to the group home twice, you know. They weren't too keen on letting a junkyard dog who
Oh
smelled
my
like
god, he wanted to
bathtub jam
adopt
adopt
him.
a child.
Think how much better that would have been for him than where he went.
Messed you up even worse. But I tried.
Oh god, someone wanted him all those years.
I got 1 year, 3 months and 4 days with Miss Louise and Miss Nora. No matter what. I can't pay you back for that. Keep the money.
He had someone that loved him all this time and was looking out for him. Oh, sweet. Oh, I love you. Okay. Someone give him a hug for me. Because I can't get to him. He's got that on the back of his neck.
Because you're a hero. It's in your DNA.
Is she gonna tell him?
I don't think I'm ever gonna escape this diner.
She is gonna use that DNA to do sciencey things that I do not understand. Hello, yes, I am very emotional after that episode. I mean, seeing all the flashbacks, I've loved seeing all of the flashbacks this season to the life they had, the year they had, and knowing that Walt is Old Man Sanders and that he did go to the home and he wanted to adopt Michael and be there for him. I just think for Michael to know that not only did his mum love him, and I mean, I know she sacrificed herself for Max, but all of the children were technically being kept safe, weren't they? I don't know. But she did love him, and that then there was someone that looked in on him and wanted him, and I kind of hope Max never tells him that they left Michael because they thought he was disturbed, when really Max was the one that was disturbed. I mean, clearly Max was fine, you know. I mean, just a loving family was all he needed, because, well, yeah, he has his recurring nightmares of being chained up, which I guess is part of what was fueling his drawings or whatever, the fact that he's the chosen one. I guess maybe that's why some people were locking him up, and so that abuse is what had messed him up, whereas Michael had, previous to when he was sent into foster home, just been loved, I guess, is why he was messed up. But to think that the story of why they didn't take Michael, it had nothing to do with Michael, it was Max, you know, it does make you think of like what Michael was saying, that at all times the universe tilts towards Max, which again I think is just a little exaggerated. But if he is the chosen one, maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe, yeah, I don't know how much like fate is going to be in Roswell, but that was just finding out as well, yeah, that just it wasn't meant to be Michael. I still hate that 3 kids were found together and you adopt 2. Like, maybe adopt 1, 1, 1, or I don't know. But I just, the fact that it kills me to think of any child growing up without love and in an abusive home. And so when I watch a TV show where there is a character that goes through that, just the thought of that is just awful. I'd adopt them all if I could. But knowing that kind of someone was looking out for him, and that when he was young and vulnerable and ran away, Sanders gave him the place to stay, and he knew he was doing that all the time. And then Michael, you know, he wanting to earn it back because he thought, oh, you've got this great connection to me, I feel bad for having stolen. I don't know, I think that is showing a lot of character development for Michael, that he stopped being like, oh, the world has taken so much from me, I should take what I can get from it, which was kind of his mentality to a degree, to then wanting to pay back Sanders for everything he'd taken. That's kind of showing a growth, a development of like, oh, you know, maybe other people have, you know, I just think, I'm not articulating it very well, but that is showing an important growth for Michael, and that is also showing a growth in the direction that Alex needed him to grow. And so yeah, he didn't phone Maria to talk, he phoned Alex to talk. I'm just saying. I mean, I know that he was in a dark, moody place, but you know, when you just discovered that kind of information, it should be your significant other that you call to share that with, either a best friend or a significant other. He and Alex are not currently best friends, but the fact that he called Alex when he felt like his world was falling apart and he needed something to hold on to, it was Alex, is important to me. And okay, yeah, Alex trying to rationalise it and trying to kind of maybe be like it wasn't the worst case scenario, Michael was not in the headspace to hear that, but when he hears the story now, I think for Alex to find out there was a mains man who was helping the aliens, that is so important to me, because obviously we've seen Alex, he is not going to be just another mains man, he's not, he wants to do the right thing and the actual right thing, not the stupid mains right thing. But the fact that Tripp was a good person and Tripp was protecting the aliens, and Tripp was even trying to teach Jesse to be someone that protected the aliens, that, you know, don't do anything unless they do something. So, you know, if the aliens blew up, you know, just made their terrorist activities known, whereas that then go after them, whereas Jesse, he was listening in on Alex, so I'm stressed about like if he's got a listening device on Alex or if the booth was bugged, like where the bug was. But I knew he was faking his feebleness, which of course, I hate him so much. But I'm just so glad for Alex that he knows that there are good mains men. But if his father has truly looked up to Tripp this much, then why is because he was secretly pro-aliens, or has he never looked up to Tripp and he just has been pretending he has so that Alex would investigate, so that he could find information from Alex? But it does seem like, I remember last season them saying that a woman with healing magic lived on a reservation and she died, and then that woman was going around conning people by pretending she could heal. So that seems like that's where Louise went, that Louise ended up, maybe was taken in by a reservation. And I think I've seen people talking about how maybe in the next episode or the one after, we're going to visit the reservation where Alex's mother's side of the family came from, and maybe it's the same reservation, and we're going to find out more about that. I avoid spoilers, but like that much information filtered into my brain before my brain occurred, oh my god, I'm reading that, and it pulled away. So that is very interesting, but I'm stressed that Jesse is using them to further his aims, maybe to figure out how far the aliens have infiltrated. I don't know, I'm very stressed. But the fact that Louise got to live till her whole life is really lovely for Isabel and Max to know that their mum got a full life, but then it's even more gutting for Michael to know that his mum was tortured in Caulfield her entire life, whereas their mum lived a nice happy life, and that, you know, she wasn't able to, it was I suppose still not safe for the children, but at no point was she able to get her children back. Maybe her death is what woke the children, I don't know, but did she make any attempt to help the people in Caulfield or not? I guess there's not much she could have done. But yeah, I'm still very intrigued about the history in terms of where they came from, because if Max is the chosen one, but he was also chained up, does that mean there are some people on the planet that didn't want him to be the chosen one? And so they were trying to stop him, or was he the chosen one who had to do something or other when he got older, so they had to chain him up first, like, you know, and then if people left? There's a lot more history to learn there. And maybe if people on the reservation knew Louise, maybe she shared some of her stories with them, so maybe they'll find out more that way. But I don't know, it's just this whole web and all the lore in the background, it's just building, and I love it. My Malik shipping heart is like, I'm sorry he didn't call Maria, he called Alex. Now, okay, yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're in a bad mood, you still call your spouse, especially now Maria knows about aliens, but he called Alex. To Maria's bar, luckily she wasn't there. But I think that was a very significant thing for my shipping heart. And Alex, I'm still not over that final scene with Michael. I love how the episode was called The Diner, so we've got all the important flashbacks to the diner, and we found that important information in the diner, but also just kind of the way every scene kept being, like, people kept running into the diner, and poor Liz was just trying to close up. But I don't know, it was just a lot of fun. I still don't love Steph. If they hadn't made her be weirdly Republican or weirdly like anti-universal healthcare and anti everything that's going to actually give hope to the world, I would like her quite a bit at this stage. But putting that aside, I definitely just don't think it was right that Kyle looked up her medical records without her permission. He's not her doctor, that's not something you should do. What he should have done is confronted her and said, I know you're sick. I saw you on the operating table, that's why you're always around the hospital. I know there's something wrong with you. Please trust me enough to tell me what it is. And maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't. That's how Kyle should have handled that. I'm glad he did tell her that he knew, because, you know, if you're going to start a relationship, you can't do it with a lie in that sense. But I don't think it's the end of the road for those two. But yes, Liz is... I find what Liz is doing just such a frustrating concept, because I completely understand and agree with her that, you know, she has got this amazing science at her fingertips. Imagine the world today, all illness and disease could go. Brilliant that would be. And if you had at your fingertips something that could do that, but you couldn't use it, she would need to find out a way to claim, oh yes, I found it in the soil here. You know, there would have to be a reasonable explanation as to where she got it from, because otherwise she would out aliens, especially being a girl who grew up in Roswell and made her discovery in Roswell. You know, anyone with any affiliation to Roswell cannot make that kind of discovery, because you would be like, the aliens brought it today. So it's quite hard to see how Liz can ever do anything with it beyond secretly going around like she could heal Steph, but then Steph would have to explain her miracle recovery from everyone. You know, like I'm worried about what Liz is doing, especially if she hasn't told Max and people that, you know, that's going to cause some friction in the future, I feel like, because the further she goes down that path of doing that, the more she needs to tell them. And especially if she's now going to use Steph's DNA and Steph's illness somehow to try and treat that, she needs to be telling people about this. So I'm worried about the path Liz is taking. I love Liz. I don't think she's ever going to do anything intentionally, like intending to expose them or to publicise her research or anything, but I am worried that she might take it too far without meaning to, just because her science brain is switched on and she cannot switch it off, and because there are so many effects that would be good for everyone else. I love that Isabel got to learn more about her mother. She got to see a picture of her mother as an old lady. It's a much nicer vision than poor Michael got. And I'm missing things, I'm pretty sure, this episode, but it was lovely to see young Arturo. And yeah, so Trip Maines seemingly was a good person, which is a lot. I mean, I know he's the original Max actor, isn't he? So I like that he was a good person, but that was a twist. So I'm still wanting to cry about Michael. I'm fine. Life is fine. But yeah, it was a brilliant episode. I'm really sorry if this was not a very coherent view, but I'm genuinely still just like, oh, Michael, he was crying, I'm crying. This was a brilliant episode. Oh, I'm the sheriff, of course, before I finish, the sheriff. She needed answers, and I think the answers they gave her are enough to potentially put it to bed in her mind. Beyond telling her about aliens, you know, Max having a heart condition, she's unlikely to go looking into his medical records, especially with her son being like, yeah, that's where he was. Then also the stuff about Noah, there have been a lot of weird deaths and things, and if you trust Max enough, and if you trust Kyle trusting Max, and the way he talks about how he violated Isabel and abused Isabel, it was true, so it was very heartfelt. I think hopefully this is going to be the sheriff putting that to bed for now, which is good. So yeah, that was a really, really good episode. I am so emotional right now. Cannot wait for next week. Thank you for watching.